guys, this is a game on the Dark Sky World channel, and welcome to another episode of so I'm gonna talk about some rude comments that have been made at me, and so there have been. So apparently, there's like a strike that was going on in Queen's Park, in downtown Toronto, and so and people are complaining because they can't really go outside much, and I understand the frustration that the weather is warm. I get that, but it's still people. It's good to put your safety first before any leisure or fun stuff or. I mean, people who are my meeting up their sort of friends right now like that. I mean they're at least they're being very sort of cautious and about what's going on, but some people saying this is all government made just to scare people. Well, the coronavirus has no borders, and they haven't done. No, that was in the comment section of a post made by Ontario Proud, and they shared a post on the Post Millennial, and I hate their website because they limit the number of times you can actually view their posts per day. It sucks. So yeah, unless if you remember they don't they do that they put the time thing on you. Anyway, there was about right now in the Queen's Park, Toronto, there was a strike, and there were so many people there, and so the dangerous part was that a lot of people are there, and if one person there had the coronavirus, they could affect so many other people, and there were thousands and thousands of people there. And Toronto is a big city in Canada, so I'm kind of disappointed that people weren't being very careful, even though they're the strike. I mean, if they were going to do a strike, at least wear a mask or something. So you say you don't get the virus or anything, because the virus goes through your nose and your mouth. So I wanted to talk about so one person was complaining in the comments about how people were people were going on communism, and there was no freedom, no democracy anymore. And I agree with that lady, and see the problem, and so I agree. Yeah, and there are many problems, and racism was also one of them I mentioned. And three people they just laughed at me just and not getting actually the point of it, because yeah. Because the Asian community has been receiving a lot of hate lately just for wearing masks. This has been happening, or they just for being Eastern Asia, including countries like China, South Korea, Taiwan, Hong Kong, Malaysia, Japan, and I guess Philippines maybe, or yeah. So anyone who looks Chinese been insulted lately, and people have not insulted understood what kind of struggles Asians are going through, just because So this kind of stuff has been happening in Toronto, Vancouver, New York City, probably in Los Angeles, I guess, maybe. Yeah, they're big too. And so, and then some people, some person brought up like the World Health Organization talking about races, but like, and they were like, and that person was like targeting me, like, yeah, so why does it matter, and all that, like, and yeah, I was sort of mad about that, and yeah, so like, basically, no one like, yeah, defended me on that, because ever since the coronavirus started, racism has against Asians has increased, and more bad stuff, that happened, like, black people dying. And it's hard to trust which politician should we trust, and yeah. So what frustrates me about is like people they just say things without actually thinking, like what actually hurts the person. Well, words can hurt people, and they you should actually like think about like what you're saying. Does it make sense? It does not. Because sure, like the World Health Organization, and they lied about some information about like coronavirus victims in China, but there was never racist any racist stuff that they I have heard mentioning about other Asians, so I am very disappointed. So it's just like a frustrating that like the only like especially Westerners like Canadians and Americans who do actually don't care about the rest of the world and only care about themselves, while the rest who do care, yeah, because the people need to understand, like, you're not the only person in the world going through like some tough stuff in your life, and yeah. Not just thinking about not just racism, but I think people are like being less and care less and less about like what like the effects of like the virus, because yeah, because they think the virus isn't that serious, and yeah, actually it is. So whenever you're out with people, you need to like actually like be careful about it, and not get too close with anyone else. You know, and of course that I have had fights with some people who are like thinking masks are like a terrible idea. Well, and you think they're the ones who are suffering the more, and actually countries in Europe and Asia, have suffered the most. So according to like some website, the Taiwan, South Korea, and Singapore, Hong Kong, and I think it was Malaysia. Yeah, they have been through round two of like the coronavirus, and it's uh, and Italy is and Europe is still struggling. And Germany, and, and several other large European countries are like struggling about it, struggling with trying to like find ways to like. But only but like it seems people in North America they only care about themselves and not really about yeah. So instead of like being selfish, like actually care about think about like what others are like going through, and so racism is an issue, health is an issue right now, and social distancing that still needs to be advised. So it's like people don't need to actually don't actually have to like listen to like one news from like America. They should also like hear from what's going on in into other side of the world and see how the struggles are going there. Uh, uh, well, I can't believe like people are like thinking racism is like not and health issues are like nothing, and I've um, several of those people have received hateful messages. Yeah, but no one has said anything to support me, and so I'm still disappointing people. I mean, if people are like more careful and aware of things, like this kind of stuff wouldn't happen, and like I think people are just like ruining society right now because hate is like a common tool just to like get at others. I do not want any more of it. Um, do wear a mask. Do be aware of like social distancing and stay away from others. And sure, we're all like on like different sides of the world, but there are like some things that we others might not be like be going through, and it's tough life. So. Mm. Well, please, you do care about others, not just yourself, but be aware. Be nice. That's it for today.